Do. Hello, weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is a 3-cheese garlic bread, and it looks like Rebecca is currently available for a full-service package, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Today will be my 54th? Yeah, 54th Final Fantasy XIV stream, and we are so close to helping the satrap of Vrtra save his sister, which I believe is the quote-unquote end of the Post-Endwalker patch quests. After that is when I think the lead up to Dawn Trail begins, but we'll find out together. We should be able to get through all of this like final Vrtra patch today, and while I'm sad to see this story wrap up, it's been such a great, tight, well-written adventure so far. So I can't wait to see how it ends. As always, I will also be available. I will also be available for regular old conversation, plus comments, concerns, and questions about the tavern. So don't be afraid to fill that chat with discussion, okay? We also have a bit of a surprise coming up tomorrow because I realized that it's actually a 5th Saturday of the month. So I have a small selection of games that I'm considering for what we're going to play tomorrow. We'll see. We'll figure it out by the end of the stream, most likely. But in any case, let's head on over to the game screen. Picking up some more spice. Marie told me to do so before my next visit. Mr. Zero has quite the tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Hanish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us could keep up with her. With just the spices they normally have on hand, Mayhane can't quite satisfy her, which is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavors. Now then, variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend with Mr. Zero's usual? It'll help to keep things interesting. What do you say? Fine by me. I can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I can. Or you can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I can, I expect. A colorful array of spices peer out from the hempen sacks. The lustrous crimson powder, the aromatic black corns, the little red husk, the coarse yellow flakes. So, I think, okay, this one should be saffron. This one, I believe, is black peppercorn. Red peppercorn? No, that seems wrong. And then yellow flakes would be, oh goodness, what would the yellow flakes be? Would the yellow flakes be the saffron? Am I remembering saffron's color incorrectly? Ooh. The next period have been grated from a thick root. Their sharp aroma suggests a bracing flavor. Yeah, let's go with those. Fine choice, but don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. Zero may wish to observe your reaction. It would be considerate to sample the spice in her presence. You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. A jolt of fire courses through your entire body. Your reaction speaks volumes. That will suffice then. Always a pleasure, Mr. Zero. And do give Mayreed my regards. Well, they went to the cozy music. I guess I'll stop dancing.
But with this spice. Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well, now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
Oh.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There
Ooh.
would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Well, she's learning it.
Excellent.
She's getting
We'll
there.
prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps.
Too spicy for the boy.
Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
Then I'll have His Excellency's helping. No spice, no life.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Vrtra, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all.
Hello, Fifi. It's going
Spicy
great.
dishes
How's
have
it going
long
for
been
you?
favored in our sultry clime for their
I'm about to
ability
poison my
whet the
character with
appetite and
ridiculous
cool the
levels of
body.
spice.
Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a
Ooh, enjoying
thriving
a day off.
spice
Love that.
industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me.
Saw me streaming, wanted to give some love. Hey,
But
I
now it is
appreciate
my
that. Thank you
home,
very much.
And the people of Vrtra, my beloved children.
It's always fun to lurk in your streams. So I appreciate
Together,
the
we
return
build this
gesture.
vibrant nation. And naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen
It's been
from
a
us.
delightful story so far.
What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak, I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you
Friendship.
mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek.
Oh,
What is going on?
What's happening?
uh-oh, it's gonna be something silly, isn't it? Oh,
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
get some milk. Milk, milk, milk.
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
Does anybody remember that like classic Simpsons episode where Homer eats the the what was it, like the Guatemalan insanity pepper or some nonsense?
It burns! It burns!
To better maintain the facade, the alchemist ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
I'm gonna
Apologies for
die.
the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
Oh, it's so interesting to see her locked in like this. Everyone else is just dead. Oh no. My whole life flashed before my eyes. It was exhilarating.
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Merit prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment.
Probably.
By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come.
Not a
let us
single
pay
thought
him a
behind that
visit.
himbo's eyes. Like, Estinian strikes me as the kind of person who will work out all day, training his, like, himself to a fine point, and then, like, wonder why he feels like he's dying at the end of the day because he completely forgot to eat. Spicy curries left you feeling slightly flushed with your heart racing. Whatever challenges await you are ready to face them head on and with feeling. Seriously, I need to get my, oh, actually, hang on. Do I have... Nope. Okay, I don't think I have it selected. I've loaded up a couple of dance animations because of the fact that I'm having trouble getting my body tracking to work. But I don't know if I have them attached to any, like, quick use buttons right now. I vote we give Estinian the spicy one. At least a bite of it, just as a...
Estinian, are you
as-
there? We've brought something for you.
Just to, like, wake him up, you know?
Enter.
Okay, so either he's still working out or he's having a shit. Yep, there it is. Oh, sir, are you doing that one armed? Well then. For some reason I feel like he needs like a little bit of a happy trail, you know?
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
Not a fan of squid myself,
Masala,
but you
right?
know, hey.
I prefer my squid dried, but I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks. Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
I mean, you're standing there with your shirt off. That's pretty good entertainment, bud. Zero clearly thinks so as well. Yep, Zero is definitely connecting with some of those
Shall we
physical
disrobe as
mortal
well?
feelings, isn't she?
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make
I
himself
mean, if she
presentable
wants
at
to disrobe,
once.
we can
I am
leave the
sure.
room. We can leave the two of them. I'm just saying.
last. We've been looking for you.
My friends! Tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist
Right, we can just go to the moon.
assistance.
I don't know why I forgot that.
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th.
Oh, that would make sense.
Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
That would make sense, yes.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound. All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th.
That's fair. Okay, that makes sense.
Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Urianger's counsel.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, that makes sense.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
Excellent, love to hear it.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil.
Okay.
A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage.
Interesting.
The preparations will be extensive, and we
have a
will
question,
require
but I'm gonna
vast
wait.
quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiac. And we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
Makes sense.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along
Okay.
with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
Okay, so my question that arose during that last one, because the second moon wasn't actually a moon, did it have an analog in the other worlds? Or in the reflections, I should say. Because I guess technically the main moon isn't really a moon either. It's a giant space station. I'm just kind of wondering if when Bahamut came down in the source, if there was a similar disaster in the other reflections, you know? If one and all are ready, then let us set forth. Our preparations are complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of alchemists in the High Crucible. Of course, we shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our journey. Woo! Thank you very much for the coin toss, Coleman. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good evening. Ooh, did you see that they were going to reprint the like flying motorcycle and the motorcycle Gunpla kits? I know that we're getting the 30-minute missions motorcycle soon. Well, like we got reprints of the original one, but we're getting like a whole new motorcycle that's a more complete one. But yeah, like it's exciting to see those kits get reprinted as well, because like those are some really solid prints, especially like the jet bike thing. Pimax apparently releasing a GD and Cherno Alpha kits today. Ooh. I thought they had kits before, did they not? Or was it a different company that made them before? Long overdue reprint. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited for the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Y'shtola's plan in greater detail. Okay. As you know, we seek to open the Void Gate in Mare Elementarum, that we may gain direct passage to the moon from 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish two tasks. The first is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether, the second delivery of it unto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telophoroi spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus must we seek an alternate means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal unto the moon was placed under my supervision, under the supervision of the Ilsebard contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye, a likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. Ooh, what was the other thing I was going to say? Like, I'm starting to get nervous about shipments and stuff. Because of everything that's going on in the world vis-a-vis our wannabe fascist dictator. And I know that this is such a petty thing to be worried about, given everything else awful that the man has done. But, you know, that's kind of what we're... It's the subject we're talking about right now, you know? But yeah, the, like, P-Bandai stuff apparently always comes in on larger ships, in, like, major shipping containers, so it's not going to be affected by the Japan Post company group. Ministry? I don't know. Like, I know it's their main, like, equivalent to the USPS here, but I'm assuming theirs is a little more directly a part of the government. But anyway, P-Bandai is not affected by that because they ship separately. Like, they ship using container ships and all that sort of fun stuff. And then operate their shop in the US actually as a US entity. But stuff like Toku Lectables and Ami Ami and Big Bad that, like, are, you know, smaller retailers, those I have some worry about. Like, I already know that a lot of, like, individual, like, Ami Ami has basically just stopped shipping to the US. Because even though it is Ami Ami, the corporate entity in Japan, operates slightly differently than Ami Ami in the US, where apparently Ami Ami US is basically just, like, individual resellers rather than a clearinghouse, necessarily. And so, like, a lot of those people would go through Japan Post instead of, like, shipping cargo containers and the like. So, like, I guess I'm glad I didn't have anything on order from Ami Ami. It's gonna be a whole thing. But in any case, you know, that's probably a slightly heavier talk than y'all are here for right now. All are present and accounted for? Excellent. We shall travel to Charlayan, and thence seek the nearby Isle of Ham. Near unto the surface of the isle, two rivers of ether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by way of geysers. Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by ether harvested from the isle, but as well you know, an alternate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage unto Ultima Thule, to the very limits of existence, was facilitated by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Ham's vast ether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the Forum's permission. Yet again, with needed permission. Is nothing straightforward in this world? Such is the nature of politics, I fear. And as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we a recognized collective. Somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail. The students of Baldessian. On arriving in Charlayan, let us seek our friends at the Annex. Oh, thank goodness we actually got teleported that time. Welcome back, Finn. What brings you here today? And in such colorful company, too. Greetings, Ojika. On this occasion, we are come to seek the students' assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Kryle. She's in the main hall, sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourselves in. Yes, please. And I guess it's time to find out if this is going to be a spoken cutscene or if I'm going to be narrating. Oh, hey, it's the boy!
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends. As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vrtra, if you prefer.
Potato potato.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erenville occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see.
Ooh.
From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Good ally to have.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryle fair warning. Hence my visit today.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guild ship business, but rather... homecoming.
Oh?
But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Well, you're not in the way
Far
of it.
from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage.
I love that rug. When does a rug become a carpet? Like, legitimate question. What's this? Is there like a size?
We require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
Sorry, you know how this goes, Kryle.
You have a knack for finding trouble.
Yeah.
If gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession. It's true the Isle of Ham is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission.
I feel like we've built some goodwill there, right? Or did we spend it all?
Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance. Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
Oh, goodness. Hopefully that was
We
muted.
are truly grateful.
One hell of a sneeze. Oh.
If I may. According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Ham was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any gleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction. Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charley and Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system.
Oh, okay. Good
You
to know.
could do worse than to seek her out while awaiting the Forum's verdict.
Fair enough.
We may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
I
You're
have a
quite
feeling
welcome.
he's going to play a big part
Now
in the
then,
next expansion.
if you'll excuse me.
Like, that feels like his homecoming feels like foreshadowing to me.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us leave matters here to Mistress Kryle, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
And I love the fact that he just talks that way. Like, that, there's no reason to. Nobody else in Charlean does. That's just how
Right
he
then,
talks.
time to put our best foot forward.
Tons of paperwork. It's a big old move, though.
A pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance. And what have we here? Later, Kryl.
hello?
Later. You've
Hey,
work
hun.
to do.
Can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah, of course. You can borrow me anytime you like.
Ha,
Alright. Give me just a couple of moments. I'm going to finish this cutscene and I'll be right with you. Okay, yep, again, getting some foreshadowing there. Okay, so we've got a commercial break coming up soon anyway, and V probably just needs some assistance with a customer. So I'm going to go ahead and take our break here. We'll run an ad while we're away. You don't have to sit and watch it. Stand up, go grab a drink, do some stretches, all that good stuff. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes, all right? Alrighty. So, what can I do for you, Hot Stuff? in Hamlet. There we go, down in Labyrinthos. Definitely teleporting down there. Oh, it scratches. What is that little trill? Visitors? How delightful. If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens that you caught me in post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the abruptness of our inquiry, but it is our understanding that thou had charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems. We should like to know how ether harvested on the Isle of Ham was to be stored and transported to the Ark. If the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that can store ether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Well, simple, but quite brilliant in construction, of course. They rivaled even crystals for ethereal capacity. A pity we never got to use them. How muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large, and we extricated ourselves from the waist-high mire of work only to end up chin-deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I am truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife edge of failure. Okay, this is every academic I've ever had. Honestly. We are glad for you, quite. On the subject of the ether tanks, do you know what became of them? What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams, "I've been on vacation and you haven't." Very well. We shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret. Or Margaret, sorry. Read too much Discworld novels. You'll get it. Come, let us seek out this individual attired in a manner suggestive of recent furlough. Man's gonna be wearing a Hawaiian shirt, isn't he? Up. Up. There's that little discordant trill in the background again. Yep. Oh, the mustache. The face that launched our teeny tiny toy boat. How have you been, Lynn? Able to catch a bit of rest? Well, if I don't know about the ether tanks, who in beer God's name would? Born right in my own very little workshop, they were. A pleasure as always, Master Kokol. Gotta be careful with that one. I trust you're doing well, and then some. But I won't bore you with the details, at least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little old tanks? Permit me to explain. I see, I see. I think I've got the long and the short of it. Well, it goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, then they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You need the Forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, you'd be on the next ship out. That lot can't wipe their arses unless it's in accordance with procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. Oh! When the boss hears you talking shit. Thaliax thumping thighs. Who's? Master Fortuno. And Skylark Monteshane. What a pleasant surprise. Pardon the intrusion. Forum has deliberated your petition, and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. You've been granted a special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Ham for the purposes of etheric extraction. On one condition. On account of its rich deposits of ether, the isle is the home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you cull any such creatures you encounter. Ah, okay, so we're going to have a dungeon about it. Gotcha. That's all? Given the vast amount of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldessian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude. We felt that expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. Ah, okay, so you're trying to square us. That's what it is. A debt of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits in Scholar's Harbor. Then I'd better get those ether tanks loaded onto the airship. We'll be ready to take them where you need, as soon as it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call.
Bound for the Isle of Ham. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect.
Well, here we are.
If you're ready to depart, and so am I. Just say the word.
The word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Oh. Is a certain catboy on his way? Oh no. The Gilf.
Forgive me my delay.
Thancred, 'tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianje tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face.
Oh, absolutely.
And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee.
In what way, Urianje?
Intangible forces which bring souls together.
Oh, okay.
Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Interesting. Ether font is now accessible. Okay. Let's see, we got 34, I'm gonna call it 30-ish minutes. We can definitely get this done in that time, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and go that. Marshawn's great, but it's nice to have the crew back together. Bears! Oh, look at the polar bears. Whoa. How? How are you all not frozen? You're made of jelly. Oh, right. Should be using Act instead. I've been training up my Sage for the last week, as well as Pugilist. I finally got Pugilist up to Monk over the last week. But it does mean that I am now having to kind of catch back up on what my Red Mage is supposed to be doing. Yay, healthy bears. Oh. Yeah, I now have Sage up to level 90, which means, and like, well, I guess I should probably. Oh no, Sage is a good solo class. It's a better solo class than White Mage was, certainly. Although I may need to get another DPS up to level 90 sooner rather than later as well. If only so that I have something that I can do MSQ with once Red Mage hits level 100, you know what I mean? Back out. But I'll need to continue leveling Sage as well for that healer benefit as far as getting into content goes.
You're mine.
Frost Beast. Such a hum.
Got you.
This has gone smoothly so far.
That's far enough.
Ah. I don't like that. I do not like that. That is certainly a critter. I mean, it doesn't... Like, those are baleen teeth, aren't they? Oh. Whoa. Gross. Now. Oh, beans. Okay. Alright, alright. Well, I knew that something like that was going to happen. I wasn't sure where the safe zone was. Okay, well, now we know. Wow, that's as far back as I can pull, huh? Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Yes, over here is probably the safest place.
Together we shall overcome this.
Oh, goodness gracious. Ooh, we got close that time. This seems pretty safe. Nice. Sorry, whale. And yeah, those definitely look like... I guess maybe not baleen teeth. They look too fragile for, like, eel teeth, you know? Oh, neat. And again, I guess eel teeth always look a little bit fragile. They're always very thin. Oops. Nice. It's always weird to see Arctic critters during like a spring thaw. You know, interestingly, this has been like the most traditional, like, I don't know, like intro dungeon vibe we've had in a while. It's just very nice. You really and truly are just kind of, okay, well, the wildlife has gotten a little out of control. So we're clearing some space. You know? Whoa. Alright, let's get the party started. Oh, wait a minute. No, hang on.
Together we shall overcome this.
Yes, I know I missed a treasure chest back there, but it'll be fine. I'll go back for it. Ooh, love it when I'm just outside the cone.
That's far enough.
Well, okay then. Oop. Interesting that this can corner. That's cool. Probably wouldn't feel great, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, well, I have nearly a perfect setup to start this. How are we gonna fuck it up? Oh, beans. That's how I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna mess up my own timing. Alright, I need to pay attention to the NPC's positioning. I really do.
Darkness, take you!
Oh, this isn't even the final boss of the dungeon. This is just another mid-boss. Ugh, moved a split second too early. Oh, we got him though. Alright. Oh, I don't get to see the whole trip through the crystal cave. It's gorgeous though. Whoa. Yeah, see, I would have loved for that to be fully animated, like a Disney dark ride. You know? Like, just let me go through the mouth of the crystal cave and emerge into this area of wonders. There's going to be a loading screen there. Oh. Wrong spell. Well, yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was about to happen. What a great view, right? Not enough storage space. Way up. Ooh, wow, yeah, no, I am full up. I was like, I know there's got to be at least one more fight here. Although I think before I do the boss, I'm probably going to go ahead and hit the commercial break a little bit early so I don't get caught by a mid-boss. So basically once this fight is complete, you know? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit the commercial break now, and we'll be back in 5 minutes, all right? Yeah? Okay, here we go. Okay, we are back. Ugh. Ooh, tentacles? Question mark? Oh, there's like spots on that. No, we don't fuck with that. That thing's got like either a poison or a venom or something. Octomammoth. Ugh. Oh, it's gonna play bongos for us. Or quint drums. I suppose I'll be the one to get the party started then. Good, I didn't get tagged. Beans, oh beans, oh beans. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, well, fine. Oh, I love getting killed by something that I should see coming. It's the best. Great entertainment for y'all too, I'm sure. Ugh. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I need to get much better at this game. You know, you'd think that, you know, given how long I've been playing this game, I would be better at it. But, here we are. Oh, phooey. Okay. I should have just cut the LB cast and... Like, see, this is why I almost never LB, you know? Like, I feel like every time I do it, I get caught somewhere. We're so close, too. Dang it. This is an incredibly simple boss battle, as long as I don't mess up. Which I guess you could say for all boss battles, honestly. There aren't any particularly hidden mechanics here. That's kind of what I'm getting at, you know? Just the question of not being a fucking fool. Oh, I'm gonna get punished. I went to a place that I thought was gonna be safe. Ugh, I keep ending up balanced. There we go. Only took me, what, 4 tries? Goodness gracious. Yep, it's a lot of ether.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once.
Appreciated.
Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger.
Did you bring snacks, though?
Oh, by the by. Where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
It's gonna be quite far.
We will need them transported to Garlemald, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way.
Sounds good to me.
I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Just... ether.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
I don't know about that. I beefed it quite a few times there.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
Friendship? Personality quirks?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust. I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it? It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own. Corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought. And alone we fell.
Can't really wonder if that's maybe why you fell?
How to trust? Is there some trick to it?
No.
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time.
I suppose so, yeah. I run on trust.
I'm absolutely fine.
It's one of the benefits of being one of the strongest people in the world.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows. But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Oh.
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down,
Again, with the foreshadowing, I'm enjoying that. To not only allow us to use the tanks, but to arrange their transportation to Garlemald besides. Blessed are we to count Kokol. Again, gotta be careful with that name. Among our allies. Unto thee we must also give thanks, Thancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Spell speed, skill speed, tenacity. We'll go with spell speed. Till next time. With the tank's transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second. To wit, obtaining the blessing of the Elsebard contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy unto the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. Let's go! Excuse me for a moment while I run in place. I don't think y'all will be bothered by that. But apparently, even though I'm standing and have been standing this entire time, my watch is like, hey, you need to stand right now. Okay, I guess I just haven't been moving around enough for you. So I'm just gonna, do this for a minute. Such a terrible visual, I know. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I wonder if I should make that a redeem. Just for the shits and giggles of it, you know? Then, allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Voidsent incursion. Your action saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Indeed, we appreciate you consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. It is no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Finding a more official name, refer to those who remain here as the Garlean community. As you would expect, they're predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. And better that than facing a mass invasion by Golbez and his Voidsent hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, even were we to convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the markings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Have these people seen Voidsent with their own eyes? You may be right. But let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. The natural thing to do might be to make a fire, yes? But what if that person's sole experience with fire was being badly burnt by it? They harbored an acute fear. Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity, of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. Honestly, that sounds kind of like the Garlean experience, all like from top to bottom. So, like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Alice. With the rapport they have established with the Garlean people, I dare say they could provide us with valuable insights. In the meantime, Urianger, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? Okay. So where does that take us? Oh, Tertium, of course. I'm glad to see you then. Vrtra has explained our present dilemma. It is no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. He would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Ulsabard contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly or we may risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Trust again. Well, it seems to me there's not for it but to speak with the people. Oh! I accidentally skipped something. Something about talking to the people hanging around here. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. We're at a station called Senatus, near the Synaculum Imperialis. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well. That I will leave to the others. Save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Tapper's Den will have their own opinions. Alphino, if I may drag you along? Tertium, we leave to you. You're no stranger to the people here, so it should take a little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Alright. Then it's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet in Forum Solius, where we'll have what I hoped is a productive discussion. Ooh. I should check to see if there are any wireless headphones available. Best Buy just started their, half off for Labor Day sale. And one of the limitations I have noted since getting the sit-stand desk is that the cable on my headphones is not quite as long as I wish it was. Explain. Activate the Tower of Babel? You out of your mind? That abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. I want to do something for us. Tear the bloody thing down. Maybe we could activate it in a way that destroys it. The Tower of Babel? But what's it got to do with Void Scent? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us, Garleans. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. 1 for and 1 against so far. Feeling like a pretty stacked deck. In whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though, if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions. Cut our rations or worse. No, forget I said anything, please. No, that's a completely valid thing, but I do understand your concerns. I'll be careful who I bring that up with. Here's what we want to do. Fi, that tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the locals razed our village to the ground with this stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. I can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. No, that's valid. You are 100% correct. I'm just exploring options. Explain. No, stop it. That tower is evil. It'll turn us all evil. I want to hear it. Leave me alone. Okay, yeah, no, fair. Alright, so almost entirely against is what I'm hearing. Oh, I got the big draft chocobo today. Disappointing, but understandable. I do think there might be some merit in essentially spreading news that we're going to try and destroy it, though. Because if, we can make enough of a fireworks show about it, and beat Argol in the meantime, No, but then again, how else are people getting back and forth to the moon? Have fun. Good dismount. Here we go. Julius is on his way with the others. Hope you found the people more receptive than we did. I did not. Then, may I present to you the Lords Neas and Metius, magistrates of our political council. Well, they have been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilsebard contingent. I see Alphino and Alice have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present. I simply want you to make one thing perfectly clear. The Tower is the manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the imperial family, and it will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we have had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid. And now you propose reactivating it? Nay, we have had enough. Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea or any other land. We came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald and all that lies within her bounds is beholden to no one. That is understandable. I have no authority to make, confirmations or anything on that, but would you be willing to hear me out? I guess not. They're having a fight amongst themselves now. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, we will escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alphino and Alice to meet us there. Lord Metius, Lord Neas, by your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residents of Senatus. Though the Ilsebard contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated. And thus I think it might be that I be present in this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground, upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well. But know that the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. Fully within their rights to do so. It's settled then. If it's settled then, you should all head to Senatus. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safely to Tertium. And there's not a teleportation location there. Well, I guess I'm hoofing it in comfort on my flying bed. Floating bed. Hello, Symphony Games! Yes, we are in the Post-Endwalker. I don't remember the name of this patch, but it's the 4th out of 6 patches. We're trying to convince them to allow us to reactivate the Tower of Babel so that we can save Vrtra's sister. How are you doing today, Symphony Games? I've also, unfortunately, neglected to get flying in this area yet. Which is not a major inconvenience, but it is slowing us down ever so slightly. Messed up as this area is, it is rather peaceful, isn't it? Oh, door is closed. Here it is, Senatus. Temporary refuge for political dignitaries against the tight security. I'm given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given the opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. Do I. Well, that explains why there's no crystal here. Again, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Ilsabard contingent and the current state of affairs. We would also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It's through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. That's fair, that's fair. Hello. I'm just wondering about what's going on here. You want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life. What remains of it at any rate. Trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. That is fair. I have thoughts about what your way of life is like, but it is what it is. Anyway, you recognize the large casks, the very same you and your comrades used to transport cerulean and lapis manalis. They're in Senatus is unclear. Interesting. So they are receiving our help here, whether they realize it or not. Hello, here's what we're trying to do. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without aid. But be that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever. There's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Yeah, that is 100% valid. Stockpile of assorted supplies bears markings indicating they were provided by the Ilsabard contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. I am unwilling to hold aid over their heads as a price for things, you know? Clearly that's actually part of the problem we're running into. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Well, they rely on us, but they don't like us being around. Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessary, but harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you? It's absolutely out of the question. Okay, we shouldn't go running, but... Well, okay, I guess we're gonna go running. What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is that the matter? Oh, no, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the Magitech remnants which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we've proposed the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route. But you heard him and refused to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, those war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who's to say they are as dangerous as you attest? It suggested that this could be a pretense to scavenge Magitech material for your own ends. I know not if that is the case, but the fact remains we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous. They've spoken, and unless we want to inflame intentions further, there's not we can do. Like, could y'all disable them? Oh, hello?
Hey, hun. Can I borrow you for a second?
You can borrow me anytime you like, Stud. I'll be with you in just a moment. Let me finish this cutscene, okay, sweetie? How complicated relations have become when not grounded in a clear and equitable agreement or arrangement. An equitable arrangement. Of course. Well do I understand that... Difficult if you have your position. As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. No idea. But I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? By all means. Do I have your permission? Let us return to Camp Broken Glass. We might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go take a quick ad break, see what V needs and all that sort of fun stuff. And when we get back, we'll push through and see if we can't finish out this expansion today. Alright, so I'll be back in 5 minutes. Stand up, stretch, refresh your drinks, all that good stuff. I'll see you soon. Alright. Now, before you do with what you need, you're gonna give me a kiss. Got it? Okay, we are back. Let's see. Second to last segment of the day, I believe. Who knows? I may push it a little bit long, just to try and finish out this section of the game. Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments from your efforts to appeal to the Garlean community. Mayhaps not yet, but there is a method by which I believe we all can stand to gain. As satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Vrtra and the people of Garlemald. Please continue. The people of this nation lived through its collapse and more, but they have chosen to remain for it as their home. What they've been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Isilbard contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It is no surprise that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement. One that would restore them to a sense of agency, having been forced to rely upon charity. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? How long have Garlemald and Vrtra abided by a treaty of non-interference? Really, have we traded with one another? I wish to continue this tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as you require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your Magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Vrtra culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Only when both sides keep the interests of the others in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. It is a principle I once thought I understood. I've come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Garlean, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Vrtra were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Neus and Metius. By all means, go with them. What matters here well in hand? I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operations, so I too shall hie to the Tertium. Alrighty. It's almost as if you have to actually work together with mutual respect or some shit. Strange concept. Crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by rights, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it's not our intent to infringe upon your rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As the Satrap of Vrtra, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. Here's my plan. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers. And the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. It is true that we do not want for Magitech and Cerulean. Foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You serve the Emperor, were a proud patriot, yet now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant? No. Like you, I weep for what we have lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You are a traitor, Naeus, and there will be a reckoning. Oh yes. When the people of Sonatus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Lord Medius, wait! It isn't safe out there. Always pays to try and do things in a respectable way. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Medius. We must leave matters here in Maximus' care, while the rest of us join in the search. If Lord Medius is bound for Sonatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Regio Urbanissima. He has not come to any harm. Thank you, Maxima. Back in bed. Ooh. I am recovering from the illness I had a couple weeks ago, but... or I should say I just got over a couple weeks ago, but... oh, as always, there's just muck sitting around in my lungs. Getting back into exercise is helping. But, like, now I have to shake it all out and re-strengthen and all that again. It's always the way. always provide aid, even when people are being jerks about it. 5?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
Yeah, that's fine, bud.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless. And I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye. So long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station.
Thank you for actually listening, though.
I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Stop you there. You owe me nothing. But you do owe it to your people to engage with these talks with an open mind to the future.
Ulyss, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
Yeah, fair enough.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
She's learning, okay?
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here.
You're right in your own way, Zero, but maybe not in as literal of a way as you're thinking.
So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the Magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Yep.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns.
Maybe, but there was a seed of trust in your area.
During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search of a means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it.
You took the second one.
I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone.
Maybe not. But then who's to say you would have found us?
But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
True.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get.
Mm-hmm.
What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
Help others. You answer it however you like.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
Oh, good visual metaphor there. Revelation of her second eye, no longer hiding a part of herself. Yep. Yep. Thank you. I feel at last as though I found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Euless. Right then. I expect the others have already arrived back at Tertium. We should join them. All glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Garlean community are gathered here at this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable? I do. And Naeus, may you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiation solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people of Tapper's Den, Some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Void-sent invasion, however, they were far more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. Tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. Itchy. I have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials, who normally keep to themselves in Sonatas, are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I'm pleased to inform you all that on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Vrtra. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Vrtra will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Suspicion, confusion. Understanding. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect. It marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Vrtra holds Garlean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that, through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather around to hear the particulars. You might convey them to those elsewhere. We should create a newspaper or something, really get this information out there, you know? So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. Be recognized as equals, as a nation of something of value to offer to others. The validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. It is by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel. A rather timely development given the ether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need but await Y'shtola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alphino. No need to worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. I would love to see her gain an alternate version of that motion where she flips the hat backwards. They were good friends. Huh? I love that. So good for her.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand.
I got my notepad
Having
open.
procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete.
All right.
However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
Oh, good point.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Azhdaya from the Void.
Very true.
Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form?
As much of a risk as it
Very well.
is.
Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon.
Very well.
To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzed-Han, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Azhdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping.
Deeply, deeply appreciated.
Will you do this for me?
Of course.
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Y'shtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
He's got it.
In mare elementorum, then. Go well.
See you there, bud. I feel extremely strange that we can just walk around on the moon. And the emotions of being here are still heavy.
I took the liberty of informing Y'shtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vrtra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other.
How are you folks adjusting to being on the moon?
Y'shtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatier when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied.
Fair enough. How are you? How's he?
The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
You can count on me.
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Oh.
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it.
All right. Well, I mean, it held back
We shall
Zodiac.
reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
Yeah, no kidding.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration.
Okay.
There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
All right, sounds good. Flying chicken. Eek, flying chicken. Oh, hello?
Hey, what counts as hurt enough to go see Aunt Elena?
Oh, sweetie, what happened?
Well, LaFerlin and I were playing in the forest, and I sort of rolled down a hill wrong.
Toral. Okay, let me see. No, I can help you with that. Give me just a second. We've got a commercial break coming up soon anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and start that now. Oh, kids, right? Oh, we'll get him patched up, and I'm sure he'll be back out in the forest with his brother instantly. Alright, we'll be back in 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna run a commercial, so stand up, walk around, do all that good stuff. We'll be back soon, okay? Alrighty. Well, come on, let's go ahead and get you, patched up, bud. So, theoretically this is going to be the last section of the stream, but we're very close to the end. At least we feel like we are. Oh, shoot, I missed one. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiark's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. Yet, though we expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there's a chance that it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Loperit's supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Urianger, then, the two of you have a strong rapport with our member allies. I would have you meet with Livingway and Bestway's Burrow to provide any assistance they require. I'll join you. As a void scent, my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will go to, we'll see to reforging the brands. I'll send word when we have finished. They do the same. Okay. Let's get that. Fine. And since we have to head that direction anyway, let's clear out some of this junk on the map. Anchor. Interesting. I'm sure all this radiation is fine. Interesting. Oh, there's the wall. Okay. Hey, Argos. Swoosh. Oh wait, they're up above? Huh? Oh yeah, I guess Livingway would be in the control center, wouldn't they? There you are. Y'shtola has praised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eyes, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case the void scent containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can, and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait here. Okie doke. Wobbling way. Wobbling way! The Loperits are great. I should make a Loperit OC.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. And one, new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
Appreciated, Mapping Way.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush! Though we have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Heidelin, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always.
Always appreciated.
Right, so we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor.
Believe it or not, yeah.
Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
Napping way back there. Absolutely losing it. Or is that Pudding Way?
Well, don't just stand there. Engage!
Sleeping Way, okay.
Engage! Engage! Engage!
Oh.
That'll do, that'll do! A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into Voidsent slaughterbots!
Yep.
Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement... we just might be able to do it in 2.
Mm-hmm. Do they need head pats? I think they need head pats.
This I leave to you.
Lopert's eyes twinkle with anticipation as they await your buoyant exhalation. To wit, they yearn for you to rally their spirits. Sorry, I was in the midst of... forgive me. The sight of precision parts is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing, but I tried to keep moving. I accidentally right-clicked instead of left-clicked. What a marvelous feeling. There's nothing like wild gesticulations of encouragement to fire you up. Well, thank you very, very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, showing us the proper techniques so that we can keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. No, I get it. It's kind of built into y'all. With you cheering me on, I can do not less than my very best. My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time. Pray attend to your remaining busy work, and leave the deployment of our new and improved void-sent slaughterbots to us. No.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands.
That was fast.
Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
Brands are ready, I presume? Excellent. With the Loporits having deployed their supporters, we're ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Y'shtola post-haste and prise open our gate unto the void. Oh, no. Hi, Argos. Ooh, I wonder if I can actually take this all the way back. My thanks for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Alice in the Tower of Babel to channel ether to the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Urianche and I shall begin incantations to open a void gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. And that is all. There are no questions. Let us begin.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
First Picard, Y'shtola.
The moment of truth.
by the sisters!
Oriange, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate.
Oh, positioned on opposite sides. I love to see it. Good pattern making.
A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
Did anybody ever actually explain how we do that? Oh, Narrativium, I guess. Or I guess just pumping my ether into them. That works too. Shloop.
Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
Alright, everybody good? Everybody still alive? Oh, I would hate to and love to see a big old hand just pop out of that and like whack against the seal.
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
Got him. Hello, Circuit. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
The seal doth serve its purpose.
Sorry, I was very, very focused on that void scent getting just completely zapped by the bug zapper. How are you doing this morning? Still awe-inspiring to see full-fledged dragons in flight.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours.
Yeah, the fact that she's not kicked on her ass for the
Our
next 2
success
weeks
has also served to
unconscious.
solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I mean, they're where we
I
all
am.
started, so...
It is my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them.
Yep, exactly that.
Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Yep.
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
Always gonna be fun and yet real weird.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Into the void once more.
Alright, so is this gonna be a dungeon or is this gonna be a trial? Because if it's a dungeon, I can probably do it without any sort of malarkey. But if it's a trial, I'm gonna have to switch servers. And at that point, I may want to put it off until next stream. It's because we've got about 20 minutes until our next commercial break. Ooh, this feels bad. Ooh, well, we found a place where most of the moon used to be. That's not good.
This is the moon of the 13th.
Apparently.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain.
Yeah, fair enough.
Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
Fair enough.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
We'll find her, big guy.
Steady, Vrtra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
Fair enough. Weird being on a palette swap of a place that we've gotten fairly comfy. Barely. I'm still not used to being on the moon, but still. The surface of the moon is a grim shade of crimson. Consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps. No matter how you strain your eyes, you find no signs of life. In all directions extends a desolate waste without end. Ah. You hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise. Pay for the sounds of your comrades. It's nothing. So far, you have failed to find any clues to Astaia's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something you missed. Well, there's definitely something down there.
The chasm has caught your attention as well.
Only because it caught yours. But, yeah, there's definitely something down there.
There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the cradle of darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned.
Funny
If
how that
this
works,
place
isn't it?
serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths.
Oh.
Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered.
Well,
But it's
perhaps.
unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
The whole world here is made of darkness. Or at least unbalanced that way etherically. So, maybe so. Makes sense for his influence to have been strongest here. Or at least things that are similar enough to him.
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee.
Oh, he's going in.
Climb on, my friends. As lies here, within this chasm.
Can I do this with NPCs? That would be dope.
You were entrusted with Ajdaya's eye, were you not?
Yep. I should probably give that back, shouldn't I? Here you go. Such a strange ability. I like it. I wonder if anybody's compiled the linguistic thing for them.
So this is indeed Golbez's domain.
Hello. It's a long story. Things have changed a lot since you left. Yeah, yeah.
For war, Meradar, Ibalan an. Les el kol an. Zdis sorn rum. Snar.
Oh, we did kill her as well, though.
Kai ros an. Ke ul ke darn morn. Dis an. Kai an. Na stra an.
Nartal king in eyes. Atan endran esktayan. I'll call hes udlar an. Eskles udan. Ses razatan luan. Snoson an high es inan.
Ta hes an
Briefly.
Stahin es katao taian es an stra in sorn.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
I mean, that is who he learned from.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Do es inesh igon sorn ka som mo skoles sam an som du orta sis.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Sounds like a plan to me. Alright, we've only got a couple more minutes until next commercial break. We still haven't completed this story, so I do think I'm going to send us over to the just chatting screen and we'll come back to this next one. Okay. Because I have a feeling that we're going to be waiting a minute to get into whatever is going to come up next, because that definitely felt like either a raid or, you know, something bigger than just a standard dungeon that I can do with NPCs, you know? But let's see. What are we up to tomorrow? Oh, that's right! Tomorrow is going to be a 5th Saturday. So, thank you very much for stopping by, weary travelers. I hope you've enjoyed today's Final Fantasy XIV stream. I'll be back tomorrow, Saturday, August 30th, for a 5th Saturday random game. I will be posting what that'll actually be tomorrow. I've got a couple of bid options, but I need to make sure that the ones I'm looking at most will actually run nicely while I'm trying to stream. So, till then, look forward to the surprise, alright? Oh, and until then, for more information about future streams, keep an eye on our Blue Sky at Come and Go Tavern for announcements and daily check-ins from the Come and Go. I've been your hostess, Sheela Ornthalis, and if you need to prop your feet up for a while longer, we've got some more entertainment coming up soon via a raid. I think I saw Barry come online a little bit earlier. Yeah! He is streaming Potionnomics, so let's go be horny with Barry. Alrighty. I will see you all over there. Ta-ta for now. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Mwah. Bye. Bye-bye-bye.